there's a room. Okay, there's a room, and someone keeps farting in the room, right? Now you can all focus on the fart and the stinky smell in the room, or someone can say, hey, I'm going to open a window, you know, or I'm just going to put a pot of flowers here quickly, or can we just get some air in the room? So that's exactly what it is. There'll always be people on earth farting in the atmosphere and creating a stink. But there'll also be people who open the window and clear out that stinky smell, because we don't always have to focus on the same stuff. You can have the people who are on the bandwagons of this is bad and this is horrible and this is, oh, and look at what's actually really happening and do we know, and this is good. If you want to focus on that part of earth, that's fine. That's fine. And we don't care that there's a stink in the room. Everyone farts now and again. We're not all immune to it. It's just that, yes, where you are now, certain people are not going to want to be attracted. They're going to eventually leave the room. If there's too many people farting in a room, you're going to leave. And what that means is there's only so much you can spend with people who are creating toxicity around you, unpleasantness around you. If it doesn't sit well with you, why are you paying attention to it? Why are you wasting very precious, in your terms, not our terms?
Yeah.
Your terms are precious time, right? Time is just time. But for you, it's like, oh, I've only got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. What am I looking at on the internet, on my phone, or listening to, or fueling my mind and my body and my spirit with? And you choose that. But don't come complaining. If you spend your time sitting in a stinky old room where someone's even maybe pooped themselves, that's your own problem. You don't have to sit there. You can get up and leave.
And create a new room, or go into another room.
Yes. Or open a window. If you're forced to stay in that room and it's someone in your own environment that might be toxic, and it happens in a lot of relationships, or people with kids or whatever. I mean, people have teenage kids, and teenage kids can sometimes be negative. They want to be different. They want to be different to their happy parents or whatever it is. When you're in a toxic environment and that person's continuously creating these fumes that make you feel like, oh, it doesn't resonate with you, create a different space. Put a perfume in there, your essence, like we talked about, your essence can be like a perfume.
Yeah.
You can just radiate. You don't need to change that person's mind. You don't need to change who they are. You can just be you. And by being you, you create a nice little fresh air bubble just around you. That toxicity is still existing in the room. It's just not getting to you. You're just not smelling it in. You're not sniffing it in, because your essence is creating this little bubble around you, like a little ozone layer. So create your ozone layer wherever you are in a toxic environment, and stop worrying about whether that person is or isn't toxic, or making you feel the stuff that you don't want to feel. You know these people in your life. I don't need to point these people out. There are certain people that when you get in contact with them, create a certain feeling, and it just feels a little bit off. Okay? It's like walking into a room and you're a lift and you smell, it's a little bit off here. So what you can do is just stand for yourself. Stop judging and saying, hey, did you just fart in here? And making that person feel bad and humiliating and embarrassing. That's not the point either. They've got to realize it for themselves, that way that they're being affects other people. The only way they're going to feel it is when your disconnection from that energy. When you disconnect from that energy, they feel it, because somehow they're tapping into that energy and thriving on it. I was the guy who farted in the lift. There's a certain kind of like a naughtiness about it, like, stirring a little bit of stuff. I'm stirring a bit of stuff for you. I'm creating a bit of fear for you. Did you realize? And that little bit of fear creates a feeling for them. But you don't have to judge that. They can just do that. You just have to create your own little ozone layer.